Hello everybody and welcome back to Maypole, this time for Farming Simulator 25. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 25. It is my pleasure to do a first look live stream here on Maypole by Cavalier Roy. A fan favorite, if I dare say so, in FS22, and probably a favorite across several other iterations of Farm Sim. This map is probably most notable for its wide variety of farms and a wide variety of fields. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PDA because this map is rocking well over 100 fields. In fact, here we've got fields 102, 103, 139, right? So lots of fields, lots of farmlands. We've got 157 here on the main starting farm, 158. This map has multiple farms also going for it. Let's take a look at those real quick, and then we'll fly around and kind of just take a look at the map itself. Our starting farm is right here, kind of in the middle. We've got multiple animal pastures here, multiple big cow barns. We have 3 grass meadows and 2 wheat fields. We've got a BGA on this map here at Farmland ID 193, I guess. Got another farm here down at Farmland ID 123, separated out into different segments. Got another farm over here, so this is farm number 3, Farmland ID 141. Again, separated out into a couple different segments. We've got another large farm down here in the southwest, so this would be farm 4. And we can buy the individual meadows or the farm itself. Farm 5 is just north, Farmland ID 131. Farm 6 is over here to the northwest. Farm 7 is located right here. And there's a farmhouse associated with Farm 7. I think technically right here, maybe 177. Then there's a big building plot, Farmland ID 189. So like I said in the intro, I think this would be an excellent map for multiplayer because you've got 7 different farms. You've got a building plot up here, you've got a BGA, and you've got well over or close to 100 fields once we factor in the meadows of the various animal areas and the forests as well. This map is also not short on production. While we don't own any production at the start, we have available to us pre-placed on this map a bakery, a BGA, carpentry, cement factory, a cereal mill, a dairy, grain mill, grape processor, oil mill, potato processor, sawmill, spinnery, sugar mill, and tailor shop as well. Multiple sell points. We do have the base game crop counter, so that has not been changed. And of course, we have access to all the crops. Here's another aerial section of the starting farm. To the south of that, we have our biogas plant. We have our vehicle shop. Some productions and sell points. Another large cow operation or animal operation. We also have pigs here at this farm as well. Got another farm located right here, another large pig operation, and I'm assuming goats and sheep. Make our way across the bottom of the map. On the other side of this large forested area, we've got another farm here. Got some cows, we've got some goats, we've got some sheep, we've got some chicken in here. Rolling hills, rolling fields. Another farm. This one is going to be, again, probably sheep. Who knows? There may be some horses that are mixed in here. Pigs and cows. Pigs and cows. Then a little bit of an arable farm. With that build site. So what do y'all think? Who played Maypole and which game version did you play it in? Let's see what I've got here at starting farm. 2006 chickens. Feeding robot for one of our animal pens. Actually, both of our cow barns have feeding robots. 2163. 2,163 cows for this one. Oh, what do we got on over here? 2,138 in this one. Bale storage. Cavalier Roy likes his starting Massey. I'll give you that. $2,118 sheep or goats in here. Of course, starting equipment is all subject to change. This is going to be horsies. 16 horses in this one. That should be a quick tour around the farm. But we can sell it if we want to get rid of any of this stuff. It's the ultimate in flexibility. Let's go check some things out. I'm pretty sure we've got some wheat fields to harvest. We just need to figure out how to get there. These appear to also be cuttable hedges, just like Riverview. What's up, Imaginary World Map Maker? How's it going? Looks like we have guessed accurately. All right, let's fire this thing up. Make sure it leaves a windrow before we go and leave it. Nope. So we do have UK, I guess, license plates, or that's Irish. IRE, right? Let's that closer. Oh, IRE, yep, so this is an Irish map. Who'd have thunk? Now we know. The more you know. Oh my god, we have to get rid of that. What on earth? That was a close call, people. That was a close call. What else do we got going on? Oh, a little Lin track. That thing is awesome, especially for a tight yard. 4-wheel steering. So anybody that likes to merge fields, you should have no issues in doing so. What the heck is going on there? Oh, I guess it does not like these trees this close to the field. That would be my presumption. But at any rate, if we wanted to merge these two fields together, we can come in here with a chainsaw and chainsaw these hedges down. Let's just go ahead and demonstrate that a little bit here. What's up, Paul? So we come up here to a post. We cut it off. And, well, there you go. So now we have an opening. Cut enough of these posts off, grind down your stumps, and now you've successfully merged these two fields. Where are you going, dude? I think a lot of people will be really happy to see this get released. I think folks that maybe didn't necessarily like Riverview so much because of the extreme elevation changes from the hilly regions, the mountainy regions, and the fields. This is much more subdued, much more of a rolling field type setup. But if you get claustrophobic, then again, the confines can get a little bit tight with these hedges. But take a little bit of time. You can clear these hedges out with a chainsaw. All right, look, dude, I'm just going to do this because I don't know what you're doing. What's everybody's thoughts on the Nexat pack? I haven't had a chance to live stream too much since its announcement. It was announced the day I was traveling to the farm show. Paul, did you buy it from Giants or did you buy it from Steam? Either way, if you bought it from Giants, you should have an email with your activation code. And if you log into the Giants eShop with that activation code, it should show you, basically if it is the year one season pass, it should show you all of the various things included and when to expect those to be released. If you have it from Steam, then you should be able to go to the FarmSim 25 store, and it should show you what's in your what you've already purchased over on the right. Right, so let me pull up Steam. Here's yeah, here we are. Display. Alright, so here's my Steam. And here we have FarmSim 25. We're on the library page. If you look over here to the right, down here on DLC, it'll show you what you've already purchased. So year one season pass would be listed here if you bought it. If you didn't, then it wouldn't be listed there. Or if you go to the store, right, it'll say in library for the year one season pass. Now I have the season pass, so it's showing the Nexat pack as being in my library. So when it releases, it will just download. No problem. We are here to hopefully provide as much information as we can that is hopefully useful and convenient. Yeah, I think this field will need to be cleaned up a wee bit. Bump them trees back. But that is what private testing is all about. To get the map in hands of trusted individuals. To give the map its once over. Provide feedback to the map author. So that hopefully by the time it makes its way to you guys, then it's in a much more playable format. Also know that the reimagined FarmSim 25 Emerald Coast from CCS 101, that's going to be entering testing on this channel here at some point soon. We still haven't seen completely blanked. We still haven't seen Silver Run Forest. That's it. We haven't seen Silver Run Forest reimagined be released on the Giants Mod Hub. That's got to be coming any day now. Apparently in the magazine that also released while I was in Tennessee, not Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky. Apparently the magazine said it was already available, but that is not quite the case. That's good to know, Paul. Good to know. So you'll get it as soon as it drops on March 11th. I'm looking forward to it because I really like the idea of the Nexat. It was popular. It was a high demand item. I know when kind of the world caught news of it by storm a couple years ago, and no doubt Giants probably saw that interest and either initiated conversations with Nexat, or maybe Nexat initiated conversations with Giants. But at any rate, we've learned over the years that these DLCs, they don't just pop up. They take quite a while to be nurtured and create, for agreements to be written up, for just things to happen. So I have no doubt in my mind that the Nexat pack was well under works when the Nexat like mod was released in FS22. So I do not hold that this is a reaction to the popularity of that mod. This was likely well in the works before that mod ever made its way to the Mod Hub. Jonathan V, usually until they're in the way. With 20 save slots, I have, at least with Farm Sim 25, I use the upper numbers for live streams. I use the lower numbers for map testing and the like. So at some point I'll meet in the middle at save slot 10 and then have to start clearing some space out. Mod folders are more apt to go away much faster than save games. Since I maintain separate mod folders for each save, not that I run low on disk space, but that can be a fair amount of extra space being stored in the Farm Sim folder. You have 5, 6, or 7 completely unused mod folders. Do-do-do. Where is it? Doesn't feel off. There we go. Why is this not starting? Hold on. There we go. I'll probably use it for, obviously, the leading up to the release, and maybe if for a few weeks after release. I don't see myself using it regularly in gameplay, but I do like the concept. I do like the idea of what they are doing, and somewhat kind of buy into the marketing speak of having a unified chassis that's going to have a fixed wheel width in order to basically track down the field the same way, the same spot, from field prep all the way through the life cycle of your crop to harvest, such that you are kind of having least impact possible on your crop. FarmSim VR is releasing on Friday. I do know that it is somewhat a niche game, going on a niche platform, being the MetaQuest platform from Meta, but still, those that do have a Meta VR headset, that might be something worth looking into. Like some things that are going on with the FarmSim VR, and kind of hope that they will incorporate those things into the main game, either through feature updates or maybe whatever is coming after FarmSim 25, like the some aspects of the maintenance. While I don't need to have to hit every single wheel nut to change tires, the idea of having to do some rudimentary maintenance by point and click does intrigue me a little bit. The idea of, in the harvester, they show a clip of you toggling the pipe out, actually hitting switches. That would be something I'd like to see implemented in the base game. Bit of interactive control, IC controls. They've been popular with select tractors and vehicles in past farm sim. Diablo del Toro, it is its own standalone game. So the MetaQuest headsets are basically Android devices. They're self-contained, they're running Android, they do not need to attach to a computer in any way. So it is a standalone product. So think of it like FarmSim Mobile. Think of it like the FarmSim Kids, and the fact that those are standalone products on their own respective platforms. We measured perfectly for this. No, there's no bundle because again, they're They're separate products. All right, let's see if you run better over there. I don't know if we're going to be able to load. Just enough room. Just enough room. What's up, Unhinged Jukebox? How's it going? Alright, let's make our way back up the farm. I wonder if we're going to see Silver Run Forest this week. I'm thinking we will. Don't really know too much specifically in depth about McCormick. I think they're part of ATCO. So I think into that guys, I think they do make stuff. But really it comes down to license agreements and everything. You know what, while we wait, let's go buy some chickens in. Yep, Unhinged Jukebox, the new map coming at some point. Just entered private testing. Oh, let's go with, I don't know, 100 chickens. Does that sound like enough? I mean, we can hold 2,000 chickens. Are you stuck in there, dude? I don't want you eating my chickens. Get out. I know one way to get rid of you. Vamos! Oh, let's just be a little unorthodox here. And let's go Buffalo. Let's do some Buffalo. Let's go with 50. And let's go with 50 cows over here. Whoa. I probably will, Paul, yes. And I will show it off as best as I can. So those who need to make an informed decision will be able to make an informed decision. $75 goats, me oats. And I'm not a fan of horses. Not in the least. I don't really think they are worth the effort. So let's do this. Let's sell it. Oh boy. And what else should we do? Oh, we could put more sheep in. Oh my god, I can't do it. Alright, I need to put that mod in. I'll have to do that later. Moonches! I know I butchered that. Welcome. I'll add the more animal husbandries later. Good afternoon. Well, you must hail from the land down under or thereabouts. For it is evening where I am. Oh, so it's late afternoon. Early evening, depending on how you look at it. Of course, depending on your shift, it might be morning. Alright, we got the Lin track. Let's check our starting equipment. Still sold that baler. We need to decide. Are we going to bale or are we going to select Pick up loose. Well, we don't have a forge wagon. We don't have a baler. Forge wagon will be faster. So we can have Great Britain plates, UK plates, or Irish plates. Scottish plates. I have no idea what that is. CYM plates. Cover your man parts. I don't know. Oh, let's get a tractor while we're here. I think this was part of the This was part of the content update last week, wasn't it? The content update was part of patch 1.6. You wrote a song about me? What was it? The man who can't pronounce anything right? The man who drives on the wrong side of the road? Oh, I hear road noise. My love of John Deere stuff is world renowned. Well, Diablo del Toro, it's not like anyone knows what I'm not talking about. So David's wife got me a John Deere hat. Of course, David and his wife came over from Australia. They're on their way back to Australia at this point after, I think, 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks here in the States. But yeah, I was gifted a John Deere hat from her, and in exchange, I gave her a foam corncob hat. I think I made better out on the deal. What do you think? But I really wish, that we could get the giant foam Toro cowboy hats at the show. But by the time we made it to the Toro shop, or the Toro booth, they were all gone. Scooter, who's George? Nothing else to note. Folks of you that are PC players, Steam just today started their Steam Next Fest, I think is what they call it. Tons of playable demos that you can download and experience games that are going to be coming out soon. One of those that's been rather popular in the Discord is Roadcraft. I believe that's the name of it. Where you, I guess, build roads, repair roads. Maybe you're looking for the next thing to play. Maybe go check out Steam and check out the Next Fest and see what type of playable demos they have to offer. No, I guess I don't know George. I don't think the AI is on this map either. No AI, peoples. Not even Tuki's girlfriend. Oh, I had the cast of The Walking Dead as my farm hands back in the day. I think that goes back as far as 17. Looks like the harvest is done also. So we'll start out by putting a load in each feeding robot area. Probably gonna barely make a dent in the food. Ravenhawk, I agree. That's why I'm gonna give that hat to my dad on Father's Day, I think. And a shirt from the farm show. It's got a flag on the front with one of the stripes saying farming. And then at the bottom it says, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Yep, Hoff-Bergman for FS25 is coming out at some point. Once it releases, it will be a staple in the channel. We'll renew our Hoff-Bergman Explained series for the 3rd iteration. I would guess sometime in spring you would be releasing the first iteration of that. Typically he goes with spring and winter updates. every map, every iteration is different, so we'll just have to wait and see. But you might want to take caps lock off before it gets too annoying. Just saying. Alright, let's take this down here. We'll pick up our harvester. We'll unload our grain. Put the harvester away. The answer is yes to both of those. I find it interesting that the AI doesn't leave ground deformation. I knew it was like that in multiplayer. Didn't realize it was like that in single. Something else that was pointed out to me right before the stream. Those of you that have put in bug reports, it might be worth going and checking and seeing if and how many of your bug reports are marked resolved. It was pointed out before the stream to me that somebody had submitted close to a dozen or so bug reports, and as of recently they were all flagged as resolved, although it may be that some of those technically weren't resolved, at least weren't resolved to the individual's satisfaction. And I can confirm some of the ones that he had definitely are not, in my opinion, resolved. I had sent in 10 myself, of which 9 of them are flagged as resolved. So we're kind of curious as to if others are seeing similar things with respect to their bug reports. Seems Giants has turned off notifications. So when your bug reports are flagged resolved, you're not getting a notice to that effect. I can say that some of the ones that I flagged are definitely resolved, because they were involved around animals and the food entries, or the excess entries that we had on things like horses and pigs. There we go. Let's go take this to the chickens. But the hedges can also be cut. They are cuttable hedges. Now I know on at least one map, Cavalier had some magical posts over by the farmhouses that would remove hedges from the various farm areas. I don't think that's been implemented here. Alright, let's take our time. Check around the house for the mysterious pole. Nope, don't see one. Sounds like they were sneaky and fixed it. And then marked it as can't reproduce. If I were to venture a guess, that's what I would say they did. We definitely had that issue crop up on the River Bend Springs edit with the modular BGA. Oh, I know. Like back in 22, I sent in a bug report for pigs. We don't have pigs in here, but we'll just pretend these are pigs, right? Where we had corn, we had our cereal, our protein, our root crop. And if you accidentally fed too much cereal to where it was 100%, you couldn't add any of the other stuff because it was full. And I was like, well, that's got to be a bug because there's no way that they're gonna do that so the player can screw themselves over by accidentally overfeeding one particular food type. Well, they never fixed it. And it's still like that in 25. So one must assume that they thought that that wasn't a bug. That's a feature. I still hold that treating animal pens like silos is not correct. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a player. I'm not a developer. They clearly must have some master plan that makes it all make sense. Nope, probably not. I can say this map runs pretty good. Pretty good on low-end systems. I was getting frames mid-20s, low 30s. We add frame gen onto that, then we get some fairly smooth gameplay. All right, let's head back. Wrong turn, Charlie. That must be on unknown land. It is. It is. Wait, what? Yep, it's on unknown land. I was gonna try to make a shortcut. I like the sound of this class. What do you think? The road noise, the tire sounds, I think it's pretty cool. Of the other Farm Sim 22 maps, what other remastered map are you hoping that we'll see? Right, we know we have Silver Run Forest remastered coming some point in the next 5 weeks. Also, we have another remastered map coming in the next 5 weeks. I'm assuming it's Farm Sim 22, but it could be even older. Could it be Erlengrot, Holt Belleroon, Elm Creek, Bellsburn, Raven, whatever, the trash map from 19. We go back as far as the South American map. Estancia Lapacho, I think it is. I wish Black Sheep Modding would bring back the Creamery map from 17. Mostly because it reminds me of the area I grew up, because, well, it kind of was real to life to an area near where I grew up. How's the weather for you all? It's going to be upwards to 60 by the end of the week here. And I think we're looking at another plunge in temperatures next week. Today supposedly 55, tomorrow 60, 63 on Wednesday. And then we begin our plunge again. But I do hope that we are done for the winter weather. Was on the way to the farm show and on the way back. I had to bookend snowy driving. +8. Well, that's a variable summer. When's Easter come this year? I'm typically mowing grass right before Easter. I thought this trailer was full. It's not picking up. Well, Scooter, that's very observant of you. So we'll see if we can hold out cutting the grass until the end of March. Alright, let's put half in here. And half in the other. Oh, by mid-May, I've been cutting grass every week for several weeks. So one of the changelog items for 1.6 was that grass eats cows now, or something like that. What that really was meaning is that cows will now consume meadow grass when it grows back. Either after cows have completely exhausted the meadow grass, or after a winter in year 2. There was an issue prior to 1.6 where cows wouldn't eat meadow grass once it was zeroed out. Interesting how it's skipping a little bit. Yeah, if I'm remembering right, by the end of May, which would be Memorial Day here in the States, we would be done our first cutting of hay, or well into it. I feel like Memorial Day really wasn't a long weekend as a farmer growing up. So, true 3-day weekend with Memorial Day on Monday. Alright, that is done, son. shoot. Oh yeah, down here there's no risk of frost at that point. No Lin track for me right now. Where's my dang mowers? There they are. I got next Monday off. Spring break for the kiddies, we get a day off. I hired a new guy last week, and we had a weather day. So last week he worked 4 days. He has out on the flu today, so this week he's not going to work a full week. Next week he's not going to work a full week. It's going to be a month. It's going to be a month before this dude works a full week. Back up the truck. We're going the wrong way. Upload your save game. Let's go to town. Semez, they were at the farm show. I think they had a small booth. They have a small booth every year. Chad with the membership, 38 months. Thank you, sir, for being a farm baron. You know what? That reminds me. You now have it. This video is brought to you by Dwayne Unruh and UTB. Thank you for being farm barons. Go to the farm show, take a week off from streaming, and you just lose all sense of what you need to do. Scooter, 46 months. Just 2 more months, be 4 years. Backbone, what is up? Speaking of time flying, it is never too early to think about or make plans to attend next year's National Farm Machine Show. It is going to be from February 11th through 14th. I am remembering correct. Scooter, make your plans. I'll give you the name of a decent hotel just out of town. Well, not really out of town, but about 20 minutes away. This year we got to talk to some cool folks at some of the booths. I really enjoyed the conversation we had with Hilco, and they had Farm Sim 22 set up. And in conversations with them, they were showing off a JHHG mod from Farm Sim 22 that uses their Hilco leveling system for the harvester. And they were saying that their system was going to be coming to Farm Sim 25. My guess is from JHHG bringing that mod forward. They also talked about a couple of their other products making their way into Farm Sim, possibly through, again, partnerships or integrations with JHHG. Gearing Hoff, they were excited. They knew that their header was coming to the Nexat pack. They were excited that they were going to be a part of the Nexat pack. Of course, they have other headers in the game as well. We've got sunflower headers and other specialty headers, regular headers. At the show, they had the 50-foot header that the Nexat would be using. I can tell you, Scooter, from experience, if you're willing to drive a little bit each day, get a place a little bit away from the show, because they command a pretty good price premium that week. So Chad, speaking of that, let's look at the Nexat pack and what all is included. Right, we have the Nexat pack here, $9.99 full price, $8.99 if you pre-order it today, all the way up through March 10th. It's included in year one season pass if you've already picked that up. I've got links in the description to both the Nexat pack and the year one season pass. Now, what I think really makes this cool is, right, we have a single carrier vehicle, this thing, which we've seen the fact sheet for, and then everything else that's included in this are modules that connect to this. What we're seeing right now is we're in road transport mode, right? So it's very long, go down the road, and then it transforms, or it rotates. The wheels rotate. Cab lifts up and rotates around for field work mode. So we get a slurry module. We've already got the fact sheet for that. We have the seed hopper. This is what's going to be storing seed and fertilizer. We have then the Evers Agro. This is going to be I believe this is the Harrow, if I'm remembering right. Then we have batter stand, Carrier NX. This is going to be a cultivating module. Then we have the Inspire NX. I believe this is the seeding module. We have Tempo NX. I think that's another seeding or planting module. Chopstar Max, that's definitely going to be a weeder or harrow. We have a sprayer, And this sprayer has a 56-meter boom width. Right, that's up here in this picture. And then we have, this is going to be the harvest header attachment. This connects to the carrier. Then the headers connect to it. Right, so we have the Gearinghoff Extreme Flex 50-foot header. This was at the show. They had it set up showing its conformity and way it can flex. Then we have the Gearinghoff Patriot Rotodisc. This is going to be our corn and sunflower header. 15.2 meters, 15.2, 13 and a half, 13 and a half. All of these that fit under the chassis are about the same. That's the next app pack. It's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to fit every map. It's not going to fit every playstyle. It's indeed probably not going to be cheap, but if you factor in the economies of, like, even on this map, we have what? 3 tractors now and a harvester, so we have 4 powered vehicles. Now the next set's not going to have a mowing module, but right now we have 3 powered vehicles that we might use to spray, fertilize, seed, cultivate, and harvest. With the next app pack, you've got one powered vehicle that does it all, and then you have your various attachments. Yeah, of course, depending on how prone you are to risk, that's it, then you may think, well, the next app pack, that is a point of single failure. Because if your carrier vehicle is down, you are down, and you're down hard. Indeed, that is the case. All more important to make sure that the vehicle's maintained properly. But we'll have to see the fact sheet. The fact sheet for the next app pack didn't include a price, as best as I can remember, for the carrier vehicle. So we're kind of left just guessing. I think this is the first time I've used steering assist with an offset implement. Seems to be working out fairly well. But we have, starting field-wise, 3 meadows. I think I want to do 1 in hay and 2 in silage. Oh, you're not cheating. You're not cheating on Farm Sim. You know what? I encourage you to play other things. You know, for several years, Farm Sim 17, Farm Sim 19 for sure. I didn't touch too much other things, and I really regret it. There were things I wanted to play, but I didn't feel I had the time to play because I was doing so much Farm Sim content. Farm Sim 25, I am much more judicious with my FS25 time frames. I mean, we play Monday night, we play Wednesday night with you guys. During the week, if there's maps that drop, we're gonna do those. We're not playing them, but we're gonna record those. But really, from Friday to Monday, I'm not touching Farm Sim unless I'm recording a map. And if there's no map to record on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm probably not touching Farm Sim too much. Unless I definitely need to just move something forward for Wednesday or Monday. So enjoy the heck out of Red Dead Redemption 2. Farm Sim will be there. The maps will be there when you come back. I can't pronounce that, but welcome to the stream. Alright, since steering assist works so good with this, I think I'm going to hire help out the next field. And then we'll get on with heading this field. Oh, GTA 6 will definitely come out for PC. There'll probably be a year delay from when it releases for console till it makes it to PC. Are you gonna do anything? Oh, now you might be happy. Oh, you know, no, this is perfect for the little Lin track. with its four-wheel steer. Whoa. No, turn around. Wrong way, Charlie again. Oh, that animation. I never really noticed that animation. Oops. When you unfold this thing, there's like lock mechanisms that disengage. Ultimate Sim Gamer, what is up? What's the Ultimate Sim Gamer doing? Other than being awesome. Because if you're the ultimate, you gotta be awesome. Yeah, don't ever worry about Rockstar failing to monetize their title multiple times over. Right, they'll release it initially for current consoles. Then at some point they'll release it with probably high-res 4K textures for PC. Because then folks that have Xbox and PlayStation 5, well, they'll want to play it again with the high-res textures, so they'll have to buy the PC version. This isn't the Roadcraft demo, but I did download that, and I plan on looking at it tomorrow. I was talking about the Steam Next Fest earlier. All of those demos available for people to download and try out. Something else, Formula One fans. We start preseason testing in 2 days. Super exciting to see how things work out this season. Look at that turning radius on the Lin track. Probably one of the most underrated, underused tractors in game. Oh, SnowRunner, that's like hundreds of hours of content there. I didn't realize Roadcraft and SnowRunner were intertangled. Does the demo have multiplayer? Something else I downloaded was the Dune demo. A little disappointing. I think it's just character generation and a benchmark. I guess to see how your system is going to perform with it. But that was something that was at PAX East last year. Kind of would have hoped and thought that maybe they would have made a bit more progress on it since a year ago. PAX East, that's going to be the next show that I'm going to be at. That's going to be in May this year up in Boston. Given that it's in the extreme northeast, not so much the most accessible show. And while Giants hasn't announced that they're going to be there, they'll be there. It'll be very interesting to see if they have a anything set up with respect to their Farm Sim VR. But if you're into the indie gaming scene, PAX East, PAX West are two great shows to attend. You get to meet developers, play unreleased titles, recently released titles in development. Oftentimes be able to provide sensible feedback to the developers. Tell you what, my kid loves it. He's been wanting a VR headset for years. And he saved up his Christmas money, his birthday money, and got one this last year. Put some parental controls on it to kind of limit his gameplay time and other things. And this last weekend he came to me and said, "Hey, can we up my gameplay limit? Because, you know, it measures my calories burned, and I'm not able to burn as many calories because of the gameplay limit. If I had more time to play, I'd be able to burn more calories." Here we go. Yeah, I upped his limit a little bit. Easy to oversteer with this thing because of its four-wheel steering. Alright, this is almost done. That field over there we gotta do next. We'll get this thing started on the other field. We'll get to windrowing our hay field. Wednesday, come back for another map first look. This time it's going to be an American map. So Maypole, that's what we've been looking at tonight. That's what we've been playing on tonight. It is a UK, Irish, Scottish map, depending on what type of a nameplate you want to put on it. But the one we're going to show off on Wednesday is a North American map. Maypole just entered private testing, and then I'll need to go to Giants for their testing. Whereas the North American map has already gone through private testing and was sent to Giants. So it is a bit closer in the potential release time frame. So I look forward to showing that off to you all. Let's get this wind road, like I said. We're not on the field enough. About now. Okay. I'll hire a helper once we finish this outer run where we did pick up a little bit of grass off the edge. Well, thank y'all for coming out and watching and hanging out for the last couple hours here on Maypole. Again, hopefully this map will make its way to a mod hub near you for all platforms sometime in March. I know Giants is prioritizing maps at this point. So maps hopefully will not take the 23 working days in order to get through testing. Because, well, if you factor in that there's 5 working days a week, 23 working days is over a month of real life time. And sadly, a lot of the mods that are being released currently have been pending testing for far more than just 1 month. But slowly but surely, Giants is hopefully catching up with the submissions. So we can all hope for, at least. So again, hopefully you'll see this map come to the mod hub sometime in March. Again, the map we're going to show off on Wednesday has already been sent to Giants, so it is a bit closer in the potential release cycle. Until next time, happy farming.